ka Toyota Kirlorskar motor TKM kala Plie perda ya ka 63rd Toyota Technical Education Program T-TEP Institute Haduan Bosco Technical School Shillong kabadai ru ka Toyota Technical Education Program Institute peningkong tam hak state Meghalaya balaya rap daka Automative Skill Development Corporation kajing temu jong kani kalong banyarap eki samla ki badan sab pan kentiu ya ki sab ki phong jong ki knang bakin kiu shaprang khamtam e shaki tha nong kandong hakatega singila don rangkari Dr. Mazel Amprin Lungdo, Honorable Cabinet Minister, Government of Meghalaya, Mr. Vikram Gulati, Country Head and Executive Vice President, TKM, Father Arcadius Puwen, Principal Don Bosco Technical School, Shillong, Mr. Arun Lawania, Deputy Lead State Initiatives and Capacity Building, ASDC, but Mr. Ambarish Das, Vice President, Highland Toyota Senior Executive na TKM kinong sa khots ngobha ki khana pule bat kiwe haba ajingkran Vikram Gulati ulong ba ka automotive industry kat banang mi ki por klanang kiu bat nadu snam arhajar reu ka T-TEP kalong ka sen jam ka basaiso ba kilabu ya kaslam ajing hikai lengba ka ni ka T-TEP ka plila na ka banta ki samla ki padon sab ba kinyo jing hikai lengba ki advanced technology ulong ladangi ku apan penkiu ya kari ni haban don kita ki technician bakitu ki badon skill khanang bakari kan kiu ulong ru bakar banang ya ki por ki kaliru ki lakala ban yo ekata ka jing hun ki paj ba ki haban ya kat kum kapor ulapan pau ka jing sngo kmen baka Don Bosco Technical School kala tre bane tre lang bat ka Toyota Kirlorskar motor TKM.
Honorable Minister, dignitaries on the dais, the teachers, staff and instructors of this wonderful institute, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen and our friends from the media, very good morning to you all on behalf of Toyota and for myself. Let me start by saying if there is an honor to go around, the true fact is we are honored to be a part of this institute, to join hands with this institute, to be here with you today. You've honored us. Thank you so much. And we are so grateful that this institute with a legacy of 100 years is now reaching out with us and ASTC to take its legacy even further ahead. So thank you so much. That is the message I'd like to give to begin. Toyota in India, we have a vision statement. It reads, grow India, grow with India. And when I was sitting there, I was just tempted to just think about that. And it's so deep. If you want to look at an organization and its desire to grow, it cannot grow unless the society grows, the country grows, and the community grows. So, skilling and being a part of that endeavor is something that's very dear to us. We've been working in the space of skilling practically from the day we started operations. And T-TEP goes all the way back to 2006, the program that we're talking about today. Now it has a foothold in almost all the states. This is the 63rd center. And this is aimed at bringing up skills and technicians in the area of automotive maintenance, which is so critical for us, for any OEM, to deliver true customer satisfaction. And especially so, when the technology is so evolving, what you saw of an automobile perhaps 10 or even 5 years ago is no longer valid today. And what you will see of an automobile 5 years hence will be completely different. So a very fast-paced, evolving part of the economy and industry, and this is where we really want to get involved with institutes like Don Bosco to be able to impart quality skilling initiatives, to be able to generate the skilled technicians of the future who can take the country ahead. Of course, on similar lines, we also have a program called the Toyota Technical Training Institute. That program deals with the other part, which is producing ever better and top quality vehicles. That's on the side of manufacturing. Now, what's common between the two? The common between the two is our endeavor to focus on especially rural areas, especially hinterland, and try to give opportunity of skilling to segments of community who perhaps otherwise may not have had the benefit to get this. So our latest endeavors in terms of T-TEP is trying to expand our foothold to states where we haven't been there, focus on students who come from rural areas, and we see that once we do this, there is a challenge. The challenge is how to get that student to come, because of financial hardship it's very difficult, and yet that's why yesterday we launched the STAR initiative, which seeks to give a very substantial scholarship for enabling this opportunity to be availed by truly meritorious students who come from slightly difficult, economically difficult backgrounds, but otherwise have huge merit. So the STAR program basically seeks to give support not only for the tuition fee, but also for hostel, but also for giving some money back to home. So that is a program that we just started yesterday. Now I'm sure that this program that we're starting here today will go further, and as we were discussing while we were about to come to this event, we were already discussing with the Honorable Principal and other senior management of Don Bosco how eager we are to spread this with their support and with the support of ASDC, who's been a true partner to take this ahead. So to conclude, I'd like to thank the management of Don Bosco. I'd like to thank the government of Meghalaya, who is so progressive and is so supportive, is so motivating, that we have Her Excellency the Minister being present here to motivate us all. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Nagalang ka kong ampurin kala ong ba ka Toyota Kirlorskar Motors Initiative hakajnya trailang bat ka ASDC Center Don Bosco Technical School Shillong kan sedan kajing kala hakaban penkela yaki khana samla ban penlong yaki ki bala penkre nagaban ta kalawe badru kala karpa di Vikram Gulati bat ki member jungu bakin wan penlong yaka workshop nagaban ta ki khana samla ban nagalyang jongka kala ro eka Don Bosco Tech bakala yo ban place ka we pat ka shlam ajing hikai nak banta ki khana samla.
Don Bosco Technical School is an institution that has done exceptionally well, and you've just heard, through 100 years. And the training that they impart to the young people is quality training, is also supportive training, and I'm so happy that Toyota has come forward. I was wondering whether it was a CSR program, but Sir has just said that this is a program that is designed from other sources. Now that's very, very good. Father Arcadis, you are a great leader in this institution, sir. And I think the students are very, very lucky to have you in this place, because you are a person who's very keyed in and interested in making sure that our citizens, young citizens, prepare themselves for good opportunities of employment in their adult lives. The number of children that come to me seeking for admission in this institution is crazy. But what I worry most is when I follow up with kids whose fees I have paid, kids whose training I have supported. When I follow up with them after 2 years, sadly many of them have just disappeared into oblivion. They disappear and they just don't do anything. So coming to Don Bosco Technical School, making an MLA request, Father Principal, what's the point if you're not going to be using that training productively? So Father, whenever Madam says, please give seat, don't listen. You evaluate the child first. Because really, I have spent so much money from my personal sources and other sources on educating kids from my constituency in various programs in Don Bosco. I'm so happy that in this turnaround of technology, we have Vikram Gulati representing the entire Toyota team. I will not remember everybody's name, please pardon me, but exceptional, exceptional dedication for Toyota to come all the way to Meghalaya and set up an institution like this and be willing to partner with, of course you've got the right partner, for sure, but coming all the way here and actually are willing to train our kids in these new modern technologies in vehicles. You'll not believe it. Nobody drives a Maruti 800 anymore. About 20 years back, Maruti 800 was the most happening vehicle. But today you see, nobody cares about Maruti 800. Nobody sees a carburetor in a vehicle. Of course, drivers like us should learn at least how to change the tires in case we get stuck anywhere in the jungle. But the point I'm trying to drive home to these young people is, go earn for yourselves. Go seek employment. Believe me, don't think that if you're a graduate with 45%, you have a high rate in the market. It's better you have a T-TEP certificate program from Don Bosco than to go for 3 years and come up with a result which is just 45-50% BA or BCom. You will not get jobs. This is something you have to understand. Yeah, see, problem with the state of Meghalaya is that many people imagine that okay, chalo, let's have a 10 to 5 job with government. Everybody will line up for a government job. That's not the way. Look at my job. I had a government job. I left it to join politics. Every 5 years I have an exam. I have to pass the exam, otherwise I miss 3. I was earning 1.75 lakhs per month. I left it because I got this calling that I should be there for the people of the state of Meghalaya to bring about good changes, good policies, good planning. And fortunately, my constituency voted for me and I've become a veteran in this job. Now, I cannot understand why parents also, see, girls and boys, don't think that your value in society, if you meet somebody and you want to marry that somebody, you're about to meet the family of that person, you don't have to have a very fancy degree to be married. You can also have a good certificate, technical course from this institution and tell your mother-in-law to be, your father-in-law to be, your wife to be that, look, this, at least I will not leave your daughter hungry. See? And then people are complaining. What is this government doing? Nothing, zero, no. Not true. Not true. Now, Father, what we need to do now, both fathers, Father James, another very good leader. You remember in 20 years ago when we met, 20 years ago when I started talking about technical education, people were saying Amreen has gone mad. She doesn't know what she's talking about. We have to keep bringing graduates who are useless into the market. But today as we speak, you know that that is not true. It's okay, I was talking when I was Labour Minister then. I was speaking, I was pushing, and today you have Toyota. Now Father, what we need to do next is if Toyota can help you bring, the next step, help you bring a workshop. I remember when I was a kid, Father, my dad would never let any other institution touch his cars except Bosco Technical School. So yes, you have now shifted. You have shifted to full-time education more than repairs in mechanics. But Father, we need to have, because these new vehicles that are coming will not have. I cannot imagine that if you buy a Mercedes or you buy a, what is that? That's a cat what? Lamborghini. You have to go all the way to Guwahati even for servicing. Yes, for small servicing of a vehicle, you have to take it all the way there. Father, please talk to Toyota. Toyota, please help us. Set up. If not Don Bosco Technical School, set up in Mayram, in one of your institutions, somewhere there, so that you don't distract yourself from technical education, which is very important. But it is you take it to one of your neighboring parishes and have this, because so we all want fancy vehicles, but no one's there to fix our vehicles. So the other day when Department of Health was giving me a vehicle, they gave me a Toyota, and it doesn't have a review mirror, it doesn't have nice looking seats, it doesn't matter, not that I want style. But I was just thinking that, okay, if I have to at least make this vehicle a little more easy for me to travel. That car is for me to go to the villages, not for me to show off and ride all over Shillong. I don't do that. I have my own personal car when I need to do that. But Toyota is saying that, oh, it will take at least 1 month. So you can see the demand. It's a demand-driven situation. So let's hope that your master trainer will now be ready to train others. And we need hybrid vehicles are in. Electric vehicles are in. I was just getting a big tuition from Sir Vikram about modern technology, carbon emission, and all of that. Because tomorrow day after tomorrow, I have a climate change panel discussion where people from all over the world are coming, and government of Meghalaya has told me to represent them. So I was wondering, what will I talk about? So see, there you go. Today I met you, and then I'm going to talk about that. You're telling citizens that you will not take tax. In Delhi, they don't pay tax. Customers don't pay tax if you buy electric vehicles, tax-free, or even hybrid. My only worry is, like Sir was saying, what happens to the previous batches of students who did other aspects of mechanics. Shouldn't you call them back for at least, a refresher course? Father, you have to get back these kids, because Father, I'll tell you what, this is the way people are. They want us to feed them, they want us to chew the food for them, they want us to do everything for them. But I would like to see that the state of Meghalaya changes. You should have young, dynamic, young people. Don't only complain about your sarkar. Say, what can I do for my state? See, nobody asks that question. You're always condemning MLAs, no? All those comments everywhere. How do they crucify us? But what are you doing for the state of Meghalaya? What are you doing for yourself? Are you doing anything? So when you condemn us, you should also ask yourselves, so you are very fortunate. And I will hand over any child, preferably from my constituency.